back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kindness and I live and film in Vilnius, Lithuania. Guys, I am so happy we are 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 and counting. Guys, thank you all so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I sincerely do appreciate every single one of my new subscribers and the old subscribers and the people that will be coming in to the Rich Gang fam. Guys, today I wanted to bring you all like the pros and the cons of moving to Lithuania. So many of you watch my video because you are considering moving to Lithuania. So it's very vital, very vital that I make this video for you, so that you can really analyze the options that you have, the advantages, disadvantages, and then make your decision. But before we go any further, guys, I want to shout out the first person who commented on my last video is none other than Sietonkumo Koroye. Sietonkumo Koroye. So if I didn't pronounce that correctly, I'm sorry, but you are the first person that commented on my video and I do appreciate it. So guys, let's get right into the video. The first con that we'll be addressing in this video is absolutely the tuition fees. Most of the courses here in Lithuania are not expensive. You will find courses for like 3,000 euro, 2,000 euro. For example, like an IT program, you would actually find it for that range. And we have like social work as well, or like business courses. They are usually not as expensive, although like medical courses would be in the 10,000 euro range, but still you cannot compare it to other countries. So I think that is really good. So if you're considering to move to Lithuania, definitely look out for the affordable tuition fees, because that's a plus. The second thing absolutely will be the immigration policies. Guys, I've talked about this in some of my videos, that the immigration system in Lithuania is always upgrading and changing, and this might be seen as something bad, or that the country in itself is not stable, but I really don't think that is the case. I think they're just looking out to see, okay, what can they do to make things better, what can they do to attract more people. Definitely check out my video where I shared with you the new policies that the Lithuanian government had just released in March of 2021. So this is something that is really an advantage if you're considering to move here, because things are getting better. Imagine in the 6 years that I've lived in this country, policies have gotten better and better and better. So that's definitely an advantage, and you would love that if you're moving to Lithuania. So guys, the next thing is security. Lithuania is very safe. Like, I consider Lithuania to be safe, as well as many other people living here. The country is not dramatic. We don't have like it's very difficult for you to hear news of something something disastrous happening. And even when they suspect something is happening, we are always warned. We are forewarned before it happens. So I really do like that about the country. So if you're considering to move here, just know that you're coming to a safe country. The next thing would be the living expenses. Guys, Lithuania, I mean, when you go to like countries that are like Lithuania, for example, Latvia and Estonia, these are the Baltic states. I have been to those countries, by the way. Check out the vlogs that I made when I traveled over there. You would find houses for like 100 euro. That's if you're living in the dormitory. If you're living in the dormitory, you find a dormitory for 100 euro. If you're living in apartments range from 250 and upwards, depending on the size, location, and all that. But comparing Lithuania to Latvia, I would say that Latvia, which is really close to Lithuania, is actually more expensive. If you're in Latvia, let me know if this is the case, and if you've been to Lithuania before. But yeah, Lithuania is not really that expensive when it comes to like living costs or food prices. The costs are minimal. Things are becoming slightly more expensive, as more international people come in, as the years go by, things are becoming more expensive, but still the living expenses are not crazy. They are still affordable, and you can easily get through. If you're not working in Lithuania, you will not be like overwhelmed by the prices of things. So I think that's an advantage, especially if you're coming here to study or you're moving here on your first job experience. So guys, the next pro would absolutely be the opportunity to travel when you are in Lithuania. So even if you get the visa to come to Lithuania, you still are able to travel. If let's say you got like a 1-year visa, you still have the opportunity to travel, because it's a Schengen visa, so you can travel to other European countries except for the United Kingdom, Republic of Ireland, Ukraine, Romania, Georgia, and I think just a few more other countries. But you can absolutely go to other countries, and if you're living in Romania, you usually cannot travel to, for example, Lithuania. You need a visa to do that. So I think that's a huge advantage. And if you love to travel, absolutely come to Lithuania, get your visa, get your temporary residence permit, continue traveling while studying and living your life. Those are the advantages that you get if you're moving here to Lithuania for your studies or for your job experience or whatever the case may be, whether it's youth exchange. And you know, you're gonna have a great time. But now I need to tell you about the cons if you are deciding to move here. So let's get right into the first con. The most important con of all is job opportunities. Guys, in Lithuania, let us breathe before we go into this topic, because the job market is quite limited. Like, I'm not even joking, the job market is quite limited. We have people that even studied in Lithuania who are not able to get jobs here, and you know, that's somewhat annoying and frustrating, because you study here and you expect to work. I mean, some people of course leave the country immediately and move to other places, but you need to be aware of this. If you're coming to Lithuania to study and you're looking to get a job immediately after your studies, you need to know that the job market is limited. Definitely check out my video where I talked about how to get your first job in Europe, so that will help you, you know, get ready just, you know, with the limited job market that we have here. But you need to be aware of that. This is so important, because most people move here, or in fact most questions that I get is, are there jobs in Lithuania? So guys, the job market is limited. If you're moving here, you're looking to study and get a job immediately, you just need to prepare ahead of time. Choose a course that would help you get a job. You know, check the jobs that are available now and choose a course within that field, so that you don't have like so much issues after studies, you know, to get a job in Lithuania. So the next con for me would absolutely be the time that it takes to get your permanent residence permit. In Lithuania, it takes you 5 years, and this 5 years you need to have stayed in Lithuania in those 5 years. So you could not have left and gotten a visa during that period. Like, your permit must not have been broken at any point. And you know, that can be an advantage, but also that can be a disadvantage, because it doesn't count in the time that you had your visa. So if you had come to Lithuania with your 1 year visa, that 1 year is not included in the 5 years. So it means that you have to wait 6 years from the time that you got your visa. Your 1 year visa, when it expires, you get your temporary residence card, and then be ready to apply for your permanent residence, which of course you need the language exam, you need to have taken the language exam, you need to have taken the constitution exam, and bits and bobs of other things that you need to submit in order to be able to apply for the permanent residence permit. But 6 years is 6 years, a long time for you to get a permit. This is something that you have to be just aware of and consider for yourself if it's too long or if it's too short. So guys, the next con is definitely the limited number of courses that we have in Lithuania. I would just have to say that in Lithuania we have mostly courses in Lithuanian language and in English. Those English courses are limited. So we have few courses in management, business, IT programs, and medical courses. So in Lithuania, they have more variety, so they have more options. But unfortunately, you're not coming to study in Lithuania. I don't know if you're coming to study in Lithuania, but I would believe that you are coming to study in English. So those courses are not as wide as, you know, if you would go to other countries. So this is something that you need to be aware of. And of course, if you're looking for a study program, make sure to check out this link, and you will see all the courses that are in English, and you'll be able to see if, you know, if something that you're vibing to, and also something that you're looking to study. Remember that I just mentioned, make sure that you look at the job market and choose a course that will help you get a job in that country after your studies. So check that out and then make your decision. So guys, the next con is lack of community. Yo, this is huge, because community, guys, I know now you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna go abroad, you know, I'm gonna live my life, you know, I don't tire for this country where I'm living. Guys, it is actually so important that you have community, that you have like people that are like you, people that are from your own country, or at least people of like mind with you where like when you go to a new country. So this is something that we are missing. We have actually built this in Lithuania now. We do have African community, but still, if you're coming from a different background or a different culture, you might be missing that in the country. But you know, you can always start your own thing, start building your community before more people come in. But this is something that you're going to miss. You're going to miss, you know, that, you know, it's not the same. And I don't think I'm expecting it to be the same. You're gonna miss the touch of, you know, your brothers and sisters, your family. You're gonna miss your family, and you know, that is something that might be I wouldn't want you to, of course, be depressed already about this. This is like I said, the community is growing, but you know, just when you come in, it might take your time, especially to find people who are like you or people that you want to stay around more. But yeah, so this is something that you need to be aware of. We are building the community, and if you come here, you can always implement your own strategy and give back to the community, or you know, do your own thing, help the community, build the community together with, you know, when you come to Lithuania. The next one is actually loneliness, guys. If you move to Lithuania, chances are you are gonna miss your family, you're gonna feel lonely, and you might cry. I cried the first few days I moved to Lithuania. And guys, I need to tell you this, I'm not somebody that, you know, that is like buzzballs, you're going out, we're doing this. No, I'm actually a very extroverted introvert. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But still, I cried. So if you're really like a bubbly person, you might cry for a few more days, but don't be bothered about this. It just takes time, and you will find people to hang out with. So there are amazing people here, so you don't have to be bothered about this. But just the first few days you might feel that, and then when you progress to stay in the country longer, which is the next con, is the lack of variety of activities. Guys, we don't have so many things to do in Lithuania, but that's personal, because if you're somebody that likes to get onto activities, you can absolutely create your own thing. But the country doesn't, like, we don't have, like, you know, many things to do like that. So you have to come up with your own ideas on what to do, and the activities you to do as well will be limited. But again, be creative, do your own thing, find things that make you happy in the country, instead of relying and complaining that there is nothing. But it doesn't mean that we have so many things to do. We don't. The next thing is absolutely the weather. I personally like Lithuanian weather, but still, guys, the weather is so unstable. Like, in one day we can go from winter to summer to spring to fall in just one day. So you can literally be wearing a winter jacket and then you have to wear a bikini. Like, it's happening all at the same time. So it's so inconsistent, and it's like you don't really know what to wear on any day. We are supposed to be in spring now, but it's absolutely cold outside. So that is, you just need to be aware of that. Some people like it, some people don't like it. Your car, guys, and let me not even that like dwell here for a long period of time, but it's just so unstable, and you need to be aware of that. Get your umbrella, get your winter jacket, get your summer dress, everything, wear it under your clothes. So guys, the next thing is absolutely the language barrier. In Lithuania, we speak Lithuanian. Lithuanians speak Lithuanian, and then we have, of course, people that speak English, the younger people, and also you will find people that are elderly who speak English. You will find them sometimes. So you really need to be aware of this. You know, if you're really considering to move to Lithuania, you either start learning the language now, come here. We do have courses, we do have programs. I would even link an amazing man who teaches Lithuanian on YouTube, and he's doing such a great job. So make sure to check out that YouTube channel out, start watching his video, so that you can start learning everything that you need to know before you move to Lithuania. And of course, having the language knowledge is absolutely important, whether it's going to be like few years after you stayed here. I now speak a bit of Lithuanian, you know, I speak a bit of Lithuanian, but still I'm not able to do, you know, speak all that. So make sure to check that man's video out, and if I will find other Lithuanian YouTubers or people that teach Lithuanian on YouTube, I'll link it in my description box. So make sure to check that out. But yeah, those are the pros and cons that you need to be aware of if you are moving to Lithuania. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my video, and comment below. I really want to know what are your own pros and cons. If you're living in Lithuania, what are the things you think are the pros and cons that other people should be aware of if you're considering to move to Lithuania. But that's it from me, guys. Until next time, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful afternoon, have a wonderful evening. It's your girl, Rich Gang Leader. See ya. Bye.